I ever know.
Or did you ever get to see Kid Creole in a booth?
Which Kid Creole we talking about? From Grandmaster Flash?
Yes.
That shit was trash.
Man, he killed that to me. Come on, man. He killed that.
Trash.
He killed that.
Damn.
And let me make something very clear.
That man said he got one hand in his
I love the Furious Five.
Other hand in my pocket.
I love the Furious Five. That shit was trash.
They set you up before a battle when now you got me. Come on, man.
Man, that sound like a regular conversation.
Look, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you some prime example shit. Like, I don't really understand half of the time the shit that Busta Rhymes be saying, but he's a hell of a fucking performer. He's a hell of a performer.
Yeah.
Even his background, man, he's a hell of a performer with him. I want to look at that and be like, damn, they got you. Yeah, the energy.
Let me say something. And I know we dipping away from the whole versus conversation.
Yeah.
Before you to ask me about Kid Creole, let me make no, because I want to make this clear. One of the most painful things for me, you see, I comfortably call myself the resident old head among. One of the most painful things for me is when the rappers I grew up on have them old school moments to where you be like, dog, don't ever get on the mic again. Like that.
Really?
Hey man, I was hip to Melle Mel when most people weren't. And in fact, when Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 were new and coming out on vinyl, I was the dude among everybody in the hood. Man, this one different from the rest of them.
Okay.
You know, you could hear it even in their party records. His ass different. You know what I'm saying? So when the message happens, and then White Lines in New York and Beat Street and all that other shit, you weren't as surprised because if you identify, he's a little different from everybody else. Okay. And so I remember there was this window. Melle Mel. I tell people, I said, shit, I got a 12-year-old picture in my drawers. Turntables, pictures of Grandmaster Flash and behind me, you know. So I was a fan. It is what it is. But Melle Mel has had his share of moments. And let me make it clear. He was one of the judges when Big Will was on 106 in Park doing his Freestyle Friday run. Okay. So I was honored to finally meet him. Had a couple of low-ass moments there. My brother Luke Mine asked him about his verse from Beat Street, which, by the way, was voted the greatest verse of all time. In case y'all don't know that, a few years ago.
The greatest verse of all time.
His second verse in Beat Street, but we'll come to that.
Man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Please keep in mind that the message is what it is 40 years later. So for many hip hop constituents to get together and vote that verse from Beat Street, we're still talking 40 years later. And I tell people, Death Certificate Ice Cube could easily be the greatest hip hop album of all time, but we're not finna go into that right now. With Melle Mel, my brother asked him about that verse. This is before it was voted at.
We talking about the message, right?
Beat Street. Beat Street, the second verse in Beat Street. We'll come to it. He asked him, what made you write that verse? What, where was talking about a low moment? You looking to get some really good informative shit. Man, I was going through this, that, the other. He said, man, I don't know, I was high. Damn, we waited almost. We waited decades to get,
I gotta go back and listen to that verse.
That is what it is. But Melle Mel, who I used to look up to, early stages of hip hop, he has had his share of dude, sit your old ass down moments. And listen, that shit, I'm a 80s dude, even though because of the songs that I've been tied to and radio, people attribute me, more to the 90s. But I'm really an 80s dude. So I hate when they have them embarrassing, and like the shit with Melle Mel. I mean, with shit with Eminem.
Oh man.
Like, dude, stop.
Hold on. Stop what?
What happened?
Melle Mel and Eminem.
The battle?
Yeah. The
No
shit is out there.
Oh.
Right. Exactly. Here's my thing.
Melle tried to come though.
Hold on. I hate when
he did.
He did try to come. But exactly, your face says it all. Your face, stop that bullshit. No, ain't no A for effort.
Y'all keep sleeping on the underdog.
Dog, no.
Sleeping on the underdogs.
Listen.
He ain't
what is wrong with saying if you are proud of the new generation or what may be a past generation now, you know, if you came out in the 80s, then the 90s hot MC was new then, but they're past now. Same thing, 2000, so on and so forth. What's wrong with saying, I see them doing their thing, this, especially if you can't hang? Let's make that shit clear.
Yeah.
Especially if you can. How dare you allow your ego to act like you can hang when you can't? Let me make something very clear to everybody out there. I don't rap no fucking more. You know, but I know my limits. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I'm able to still get down on a new school joint now and not sound like, please tell that old nigga to get off the mic.
Right.
I hold on. I'm not saying I'm saying everybody should know their strengths and weaknesses. My man Mel and others have had those moments where you like, damn, man,
he must have been too high. How about that?
Exactly.
That'd be it, cause
exactly. You don't want to be. My son just turned 21. I don't want to be telling him, even though he knows Melle Mel's music and all that, because you know a lot of that stuff ends up on video games. But you don't want to be telling somebody back then, oh, he was the dude, this, that, the other, and then they turn around and do something that fucking embarrassing. You like,
leave Eminem for the